Hey everybody, thank you for checking out my 2006 Yamaha R1 LE 50th anniversary. Boy, that's a mouthful. This is number 23 of 500 made. It's got the badge on the triple tree like I will show you. It came with Öhlins front and rear suspension, as well as the Marchesini forged wheels. This bike is in Yamaha's anniversary colors. And I also have a matching Colin Edwards Arai helmet that I'm going to throw in with this bike. It looks really good sitting on the tank when it's stored in your garage, showing off to your buddies. The helmet's in good shape. I'm not saying, you know, it's a bike or a helmet that you're going to wear, but it's kind of cool to be thrown in with it. This bike also has the toolkit that came with it. Not the one under the seat, it has that, but it's a little special R1 toolbox for this model. Little square, like a metal toolbox, which I'd never seen before, and this bike has it. Let's go right to the flaws. Otherwise, it would be a perfect bike. And by flaws, I mean very little. Up here on this plastic tank guard, it's got a little nick right there. Let's see if you can see that. Don't worry, this part is available. It's not that expensive. These were expensive, and I do have a spare set of these for you. Because that's in the anniversary colors. Here's the number 23. Number 23 of 500. Let's check the miles on it. It's just over 1,000 miles, which is just crazy to think about. I have the original tires too that are day coated, but I put Michelin pilots on here just so you guys can enjoy it if you want to ride it. But the original tires come with it, in case that is a big deal down the road. These rims are gorgeous. It's so cool to see the Japanese manufacturers do this. Ducati's been doing it for years, but it's like throwing the jewelry box at it. Nice Öhlins. Everything shows its mileage. There's no stories on this bike. I bought it from a guy who was not a motorcycle enthusiast. In fact, he never rode it. He owned it for, I'd say, 10, 11 years. And then he did the no-no. He tried to start it. And you know what that does? Ethanol fuel is horrific for machines, especially that had been sitting in there all that time. So when I got the bike, I immediately replaced the tank. So all that is good in there now. Let's open this up and take a look. That C9, I run VP C9 fuel in it, ethanol free. But you can see how nice, I don't know if you can see in there or not, but nice new tank. Also had the fuel injectors replaced. Didn't have to be done. It probably could have been cleaned. The tank certainly could have been cleaned, and it would have been just fine, but I'm one of those owners that I want things absolutely perfect. All my bikes, that's part of the joy for me. The other thing I was going to replace on this clutch cover, it's got a little nick right there. This camera's really showing it a lot more than it looks like in person. But it never fell over. I mean, there's no marks on it anywhere. You know, right here, you know, nothing there. Nothing there, just probably one of those things where, you know, in storage, someone hit it or whatever. I'm picky and it doesn't bother me. In fact, I'd probably even take a little Sharpie to that. Or if you're super, super picky, you can replace it. It doesn't bother me. These are cool. These are limited runs, so it's a free motorcycle for you. Keep it stock. Don't alter it. Leave those turn signals alone. Leave that exhaust alone. Leave that rear tag alone. I preach that all the time. That's a joke with my friends. But when you start modifying, then your values go down. It does personalize a little more, but you don't have to do anything to this. Just show up to bike night. A lot of people are going to really appreciate it. This bike, I was telling some friends, I also have a 2017 CBR 1000 SP2. You know, the latest, greatest, all the electronics and everything. And let me tell you, this bike here, can I say it's better? I don't know. I'm a Honda fanboy, so I'm not going to say that, but this bike is really good. And it's comfortable to ride. I'm 58 years old, and you know, it's a bike that I can ride, you know, on my Sunday morning rides and come back, and I'm fine. Everything works good. The horn, the blinkers, the high beam, the low beam, starts as it should. It's a premium motorcycle, premium maintained. Goes on the lift every time I ride it, and it gets a thorough detail. And thanks for checking it out. Let me know if I can give you any more information on it. Let's check it out again from the back. How about we start it too? It's been running, so I'm not going to cold rev it. Got the temperature gauge next to the odometer. Got a shift light. Got all your selection. Got a lap timer. You've got trip A, trip B, and the regular odometer. And shift light as well. That's what that guy is right there. I'm not big on free revving engines. Not saying if I get on the back road I don't like to really enjoy them, but I'm just not into sitting here bouncing a bike off the rev limiter. This bike doesn't deserve that. All right, this could be yours. Let me know. Thank you.